What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. The entire FPS community seems to be abuzz over the Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal. And why wouldn't they be? The entire event seemed to be pretty flawless. Whether it was content creators praising the game or talking about their positive experience, or the developers saying all the right things. Saying exactly what the community has been longing to hear. Like, I'll take this quote, which was reported by Double Tap, but I'm taking it from Charlie Intel. Battlefield 6 devs have commented on skins in the game compared to Call of Duty. It has to be grounded. That is what BF3 and BF4 was. It was all soldiers on the ground. It's going to be like this. I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj. Let's keep it real, keep it grounded. That is music to so many players' ears, because that's what players want. And what they saw during that multiplayer reveal was atmosphere, presence, and identity. Something that games like Call of Duty just simply do not have anymore. Because they've sold their soul, they've sold their identity to make the quickest buck. But what Battlefield 6 has shown so far is that they are putting quality over quantity. They want to showcase the fidelity of their ability versus just throwing a bunch of slop at us and hoping that we enjoy it. Everything I saw from that multiplayer event was incredible, was great. It was music to my ears. They're doing everything they can to make Battlefield 6 the experience we've all been waiting for. I know a lot of players were let down by Battlefield 2042, by Battlefield 5. And maybe this is the resurgence of Battlefield as a brand. They have the right guy at the helm. Vince Zampella is somebody I would trust to build any FPS genre, any FPS game. He did it with Call of Duty. He made a great game with Titanfall. Honestly, we deserve a Titanfall 3. And I believe that he can steer the ship correctly with Battlefield 6. I've been watching a ton of different Battlefield content creators praising this game, talking about all the things they loved, talking about the atmosphere of the game, talking about how the game plays and feels like Battlefield. And that matters. They understand the assignment here. But, and unfortunately I have to say but, a lot of it sounds too good to be true. I want it to be true. Trust me. I want all of this hype to be realized. I want this to be one of the best games we've played from Battlefield ever. But it's still Battlefield. We have to remember the letdowns of 2042, Battlefield 5, even Battlefield 4 and 3. They're great games looking back on them now, but at the time, they had massive server issues. They did not launch well. Battlefield 6 needs to nail their launch. They only have so long to be able to adopt players into the Battlefield formula before Call of Duty comes out. And I know not everybody wants to compare Battlefield to Call of Duty, but guess what? You're going to have to. They're going to be coming out one after another. And if Battlefield wants to make an impression on players, they have to come out guns a-blazing and be the best version of itself. Not a version that you look at and say, man, it could be better, it should be better. They shouldn't have all these flaws around things like connection or matchmaking or whatever it might be. It needs to come out playing essentially flawlessly. I believe they can do that. I just hope they're not rushing this out to try to capitalize on a situation that they deem beneficial to them. Right? Because if I was an EA executive, I'd be looking at what's going on with Activision and Call of Duty and saying, it's our chance, it's our time, it's our turn to take over Call of Duty. Because it is, like I've said so many times, a perfect storm. But it's only a perfect storm if you capitalize on this situation. If you deliver the game that you're promising us we're going to have. It feels like expectations right now are sky high. But that's because of what EA and DICE have been able to do so far. They released a great reveal trailer a week ago. They released a great multiplayer reveal event. They had a bunch of the right people saying the right things from their development team, and they got a lot of love from their own community. Like, that is a feat in and of itself. Like, you had everybody that was there. Even some people that are pretty negative towards Battlefield in general were there praising the game, praising what EA and DICE are working on. And it's not just because they were paid to be there that they're saying these things. They're saying these things because they believe them. Or at least that's what you hope. Like, I hope that we're not being delivered the biggest bait and switch ever. Like, that would really ruin the Battlefield name and ruin a lot of these content creators' reputations as well. So it's like, not only are EA and DICE staking their reputation on what Battlefield 6 is already doing, all these content creators are as well. So they're working hand in hand to try to deliver on all of these promises. Like, there is a lot here. There's a lot of expectations. Like, people like myself who are not privy to go out to Battlefield events, we're looking at everything and we're making judgments based on people who've played it. Now, of course, we're going to get a beta in a few days, a week or so, and I don't personally want to use that beta to determine whether or not I believe the game is going to live up to its expectations or not, live up to this hype. But I do want to see it as a stepping stone to realizing all of that excitement, all of those expectations. I want to see us potentially being there when the game launches, hopefully in October. I know that there are going to be problems during this beta. I don't expect it to be perfect or flawless, because I think that's just setting yourself up for failure. I want there to be problems almost, because then I can see whether or not EA and DICE can be quick enough to fix those problems, if they can identify them and solve them and rectify them. Like, it's very clear that they are saying right now feedback matters to them. They want as much feedback as possible. And I've heard this so many times from so many different development teams. Give us your feedback. We're going to be community first. And then they're not community first. They keep shoving things into the game that we don't want. They don't fix the problems that we're asking them to fix. They're not focusing on issues that the community have deemed necessary. So it's really going to be kind of a first-hand look at how EA and DICE's development teams are going to focus and prioritize problems within the game. Are they going to properly do this? And honestly, I want them to. I believe they can. Like, I fully trust and believe that Battlefield can deliver on this. Because so far, I have been blown away at the consistency of what they've been able to produce. Trailers, commentary, overall praise from content creators. Like, those things matter. I know a lot of it is just marketing so they can bump up that pre-order number, which, yeah, has been fantastic for them. Even though I don't believe you should pre-order, it's still working. All of this marketing material is working in their favor. So I really hope they don't just kind of cash in and abandon it. That they follow through on all these promises. They follow through on all this hype. Because it's so fun being a part of the FPS community right now. It's so fun being a part of the Battlefield community. And talking to people on the subreddits, talking to people over on Twitter, seeing the general excitement that this game is garnering. It's fantastic. Just don't be too good to be true. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want it to be. I want it to be the best game it can be. I really hope that we have a home run here with Battlefield 6. So I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section when it comes to Battlefield 6. Do you think it looks good? Do you think it has some issues? I'd love to hear your thoughts all down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.